Good afternoon and welcome to another emotional awareness tool. Oh my gosh, what an incredible week it's been so far. So we've dived into sadness with Rachel Pope, we dived into anxiety with Mel, Cameron, and today, if you haven't caught the interview today, we discussed anger with Ian Hawkins. And Ian actually, towards the end of today's interview, he facilitated just such a beautiful meditation, and it became a healing to release anger. So beautiful. Lots and lots of incredible feedback, lots of people taking away incredible little bite-sized bits of information and tools to help you to bring the full spectrum of emotions into your awareness. So, hi Sue. Oh yes, it's really, really good. They all are. Everything this week is just so good. So take your time with everything this week. There is a lot of information, and I have purposefully kept the information, really succinct and not post after post after post, because I don't want to overwhelm you. I want to help you find what works for you. And Ian and I talked about that today. We talked about, there are a lot of different tools, and for me personally, I have used loads of them, and I kind of cycle and circle and weave my way around them. Sometimes I'm feeling into, I do my stillness practice every day, but sometimes I'll be guided to some guided meditation, or Reiki, or self-hypnosis is something I'm absolutely, I'm loving at the moment, doing a lot of self-hypnosis practices at the moment, and even creating my own, which is really fun to do. And but trusting that, that my intuition and my inner guidance and my inner knowing knows what I need. And so, resist the urge to kind of follow the crowd and go, well, this is the cool modality now, let me do this, or this is what's in right now. Really kind of check in with yourself and go, what do I need right now? What does my body need right now? And sometimes, sometimes it's as simple as, I just need to I need a sleep, I need a nap, I need a glass of water, I need a walk in nature, I need some fresh air. Don't dismiss those whispers from your body as being emotional awareness tools as well, because so often we feel that we're looking for something or we need something. We go, what do I need? And you might just hear, let's go for a walk, and then you'll hear this, but I've got to do this email, or I've got to reply to this message, or I've just got to think about what I'm going to make for dinner. And when we do that, we're really kind of shutting down our claircognizance, if you like, which is just this deep inner knowing of what we need at a soul level. And much of the work that we've been sharing with you this week, all of the messages come back to that one thing, and that is being able to presence yourself and being attuned to what is real right now. What are you feeling right now? And so today, the emotional awareness tool that I want to share with you is a tool that I use, I'm going to say at least 3 or 4 times a week. And you may use this at different times, but I first created this tool for myself because I have a tendency to be woken up by my thoughts. So if this is you too, let me know. Sometimes before my eyes have even opened, I am woken up to my thoughts thinking. And if I'm not aware and if I'm not conscious of the fact that I'm in my thoughts and And often what it feels like is I'll wake up and my mind I'll already be halfway through my day in my mind, thinking about everything I have to do, everything I haven't done yet, everything that I've got to do that I haven't even put on my to-do list. Then my mind will take me to the past, and then it'll be, oh yeah, you didn't do this yesterday, and you said you were going to do this and you still haven't started doing this. And remember last week you were supposed to reply, blah, blah, blah. So before I know it, this is literally before this happens, seems to happen in a matter of, the first minute of me coming out of that deep sleep in the mornings. And I used to not catch it, and I used to get caught into it. And so then I would put my feet on the ground and I would already be in the rushing and the regret, rushing into the future that hasn't happened yet and regretting the past and all the things that I didn't do and didn't get done. And when you get into that rushing and that regret, the next thing that comes up is a whole bunch of emotions. Then if you haven't actually learned how to be with your emotions and feel your emotions, those emotions will trigger a new, fresh, array of thoughts. And so it goes, and so it goes. This is literally before you've even thrown back the covers and put your feet on the ground and started your day. And that can be how your day will travel. You'll then get to the end of the day and you'll be exhausted and wrung out and wonder, what the hell happened? What happened in my day? And you kind of feel like you're in this, it's like you're playing catch up all day, every day. So this is a tool that I've, as I said, I created this tool for myself because that's when I find I get my thoughts have a tendency to, really sort of just be on autopilot without me being conscious. And it's probably because I've just come out of sleep. But if you find this at any point in the day, then this is a tool for you. So you can do this sitting up in bed, you can do this when you're out walking, you can do it anywhere. And I share this tool with groups that I work with, and I share this tool with people that I work with one-on-one. And I call it What's Real Right Now. Now what this tool does, it's the simplest tool ever, and you can do it in like 30 seconds or so. But what it does is it pulls you out of those automated thoughts and it brings you back into this present moment right now. It brings you back into this now moment, and it also grounds you. It will bring you back into your body, back into your conscious thoughts. And this is all you do. So it's what's real right now. So here's how I do it. I just sit up in bed when I feel that my thoughts have woken me up. And this, as I said, this happens to me, especially happens on a Monday. It often happens, on days when I've got busy days, and I just get woken up by these, you've got to get all this done and you haven't done this and blah, 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 before I know it, right? So I wake up, I'm aware that that's happening now. I sit up in bed, I close my eyes and I take 2 or 3 really deep breaths in and out. So just in through my nose and just sigh the breath out through my mouth. And then I either say out loud or I say it in my head, what's real right now? And I open my eyes and I begin to look around wherever I am. And I'll just literally go like this. What's real right now? What's real right now? And I focus in on objects, on things. So I'll go my hands. What's real right now? My hands. What's real right now? The doona. What's real right now? The pens on the table. What's real right now? The blue sky that I can see out the window. What's real right now? The floorboards. What's real right now? My notebook beside my bed. What's real right now? My heart beating in my chest. What's real right now? I'm breathing in and out. And it's just a repetitive asking of that question, and then finding what is in your immediate awareness, what is right there with you in this space, in this moment, and naming it. Just naming it. You can, as I said, you can do this in your head or you can do it out loud. And once you begin to do that, this is an emotional awareness tool that centers around directed thought. And what it does is it interrupts the automation, the thought automation, and it takes it off automation and it literally brings it back to manual. You are now manually directing your thought. And the only thing you have to do is ask those 4 words. What's real right now? What's real right now? Ask it over and over again and answer it. Then you'll notice that you've come back in to the present moment. You've come back into your body. You'll feel that you've calmed down. You'll feel that sense of calm coming on. You'll feel that sense of groundedness. You'll be able to be aware of whatever emotions are there. You'll be able to spend a couple of minutes with whatever emotions are there, and then put your feet on the ground and then get up, and then mindfully and consciously you can then begin your day. It is a super, super powerful tool that has made such a difference in my life and in the lives of every single person that I've worked with. They've all benefited from this, and they often say back to me, what's real right now really helps me. So that's my offering for you guys today to take away and use. One other thing that I want to share with you today as well is on Monday I am opening the doors literally to a brand new program that has been downloaded to me in the most divine way. Now, if I said to you, you guys know how much I've been doing here in Feel to Heal, and but if I said to you that in one day, I recorded 32 10-minute audio recordings, and it's a journey. And it's a guided journey. That's what I have done. And it's literally come to me. And I am calling this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful program that I've created that has every bit of my heart and soul in it. It is called The Truth of You. And it is especially for any, if you're a solo mom, or you're a single woman, or you're newly single, or just separated, and you feel like you don't even know who you are right now. You might even be someone who, and this is, I've been all this. This is why I'm sharing it. So, I spent a good period of my life where I felt like a complete and total fake because I just didn't know who I was. I spent a considerable amount of my life living someone else's values and wondering why I was constantly upset. I spent a considerable amount of my life questioning, is this it? I don't even know if, really, I've spent my whole life and this is it. And I also spent a considerable amount of time knowing that there was something that I was meant to do. And perhaps the biggest portion of my life is when is how I lived in this, I was always, on the outside, to the outside world, I was like, yeah, I'm happy, I've got my shit together, everything's good, I'm fine, everything's great. But on the inside, I was sad and angry and lost and confused and so uncertain. And for more than 10 years, I went on this journey of self-inquiry. And it's been the most profound thing because it's guided me to the truth of who I am. And what I can tell you is that when you live from the truth of you, it is a dangerous level of peace and freedom to live at. You do not get triggered by anything that's happening outside of you. You are able to be with whatever anyone has going on for them. You get to consciously say yes and consciously say no. You become unattached to what the world wants you to be. And that's what I've created. It's a 30-day soulful guided self-inquiry audio program. And yeah, it's kind of all happened really fast, so I'm just building it out at the moment. But I'll put some details about that in tonight's email that will go out with the replay and the recordings, and I've mentioned it in previous emails this week as well. But if you want to know more about it, I'm opening it up at a ridiculously affordable investment. It's going to just be $66. Why did I choose $66? Because that's the year I was born. And between now and the end of 2020, it will be available for that. But we're kicking off together the inaugural 30-day soulful self-inquiry to unravel, to unbecome, and to unattach from everything you're not, to guide you gently and soulfully to the truth of who you are. So have a look for that in my email this afternoon, or if you want to know more, pop a comment below and I can share that with you. That's it for me for today. Tomorrow we dive into hurt. I had to stop and think for a second what day it was and who it. So tomorrow we're dealing with we don't deal with our emotions, we feel our emotions. We're going to discuss the emotion hurt, and the amazing Jake Curry, one of my beautiful friends. Look, all the people that have joined, that I've invited to speak are all people that have personal stories to that resonate to each of these emotions. So tomorrow, Jake and I met when we both did, I think he still does, but when I did CrossFit back in 2013. So I've known Jake for a long, long time, and his journey and story is amazing. So tomorrow we'll be talking about hurt. I do apologize for the Facebook issues today. For whatever reason, I have not been able to the last 2 days, even though I did on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, Zoom. Facebook would not allow me to stream my Zoom into my group, and that seems to be, it will be life-changing, Sue. Oh my gosh, if you could only know. I recorded the epilogue for it last night and I cried. It is the most soulful guided journey for any, oh my gosh, it is the best, it is the most heart-filled body of work I've ever created, like ever. And you and I have done some of this, these kinds of, 30-day inquiries before, and you know how good they are. This poured directly from my heart, and I mean, I didn't even have notes. It just literally poured from me. It's beautiful. It's soulful. You can see how excited and happy I am about it. It's just gorgeous. It's divine. It's so beautiful. So tomorrow we're talking about hurt, and Jake Curry is our guest, and there'll be journal prompts and all sorts of stuff. And I am so grateful, and I appreciate you all so much, and I honor you for walking towards the truth of you, because that's what the world needs. Needs us in our truth. Okay, much love, and see you tomorrow.